y'all, and welcome back for another episode of Closet Conversations with me, Bree Shay. I'm so happy to have you here so we can discuss all the latest fashion news you absolutely can use. So, of course, you know we cannot start the show off without giving you the what? Outfit of the day. And so the outfit of today, I'm gonna call it the chocolate drip because I'm giving you all the brown girl realness today. So my outfit of today was just inspired by the fall season, and brown is really trending this season, and it's a color that I think looks absolutely phenomenal on melanated skin tones and anybody. Honestly, like, brown is just, it's here to stay and I love it and I'm gonna play with it. Okay, so my outfit of today, starting from the top, I have a hat on from, I believe this hat is from Forever 21. It's like years old. I couldn't even tell you how old it is, but it's a very similar or traditional hat. You can find a fedora like this pretty much anywhere. And then I had it paired with this brown kind of mock neck bodysuit. This bodysuit is from Fashion Nova. And I will say that I initially wanted to kind of invest in some more quality bodysuits, but I'm actually surprised by this bodysuit and how, you know, the material is. We'll see what it does after a few washes. And then followed by that, I have on these brown leather pants that are also from Fashion Nova. But the cute thing about these pants is they're wide leg, but they have a little buckle at the bottom to kind of tighten the pants at the bottom to give this really cute, unique accent. And I think it really brings the look all the way together. And I paired this with some black booties, mostly because I didn't have any chocolate brown shoes. I have not yet bought any for this fall, but I thought that the brown and black combo still look really nicely together. And then in addition, I paired it with a black crossbody bag because I was out on the town and the girls needed to have a little lip gloss and a little card. So that's the look for today. I hope you really enjoy it. This look is super trendy for the fall. Like I said, brown is something that you're going to be seeing a lot this season, and it'll probably transition into the winter as well, and even sometimes in a little bit in the spring. I think brown is a color that you can do a lot of things with. It's a really good neutral. So if you haven't bought anything brown to add to your wardrobe, go ahead, go to the stores, go online and get you some. Okay, so without any further ado, let's get into the first segment of the show where we're going to talk about celebrities slaying or playing themselves. So today on Slater Play, we're going to talk about the 2021 Soul Train Music Awards. And let me just say, if you can't tell by my face, the frustration that I have with the people who attended the red carpet for the Soul Train Awards. Yeah, no, it was not giving anything. So let's start with the look that I felt like was the best, and that is Ashanti. So Ashanti was actually being honored this year as the Lady of Soul for 2021, and she wore this beautiful black ball gown by Christian Siriano, who is a well-known designer. He is a former Project Runway winner and has done amazing things since the show, and is probably one of the show's biggest prodigies. The gown that he designed for her is absolutely beautiful. It's giving you all the ball gown realness. It's black. It has some sequin effects to it. I think the strapless top was very flattering to her. She looked really elegant, very regal. The only thing I can say about this particular dress is that I think it might have been too grand for the Soul Train Awards. Like, I understand with her being a nominee, or honoree, I'm sorry, the need to be extravagant, but I also think that there's a way to do that for the Soul Train Awards, and this might have been a little too grand. Like, this would have been a good Grammys dress if you were like getting honored at the Grammys. or even like at the ASCAP Awards where they honor, honor writers and things of that nature. But overall, she looked beautiful, and I absolutely loved the dress on her, and I love anything that Christian does. He does a really good job. Everybody else, however, I think they played themselves. And we can start with the host of the show, and that's Tashina Arnold and Tisha Campbell. And we all know and love them, and they have a beautiful chemistry together, and I think they do a great job of actually hosting the show. But when it comes to these red carpet looks, I'm so confused as to who, what, and why they chose what they chose. So let's start with Tashina. Tashina wore, it was like a very geometrical two-piece. So the top was like a blazer, but it like had like a almost like a peplum effect, but it was geometrical cuts on it. And then the fabric choice was very busy. And then it had like these pants to go with it to make it like a suit combination. And then she wore like a little turquoise platform heel and had her hair pulled back. I couldn't get past the fabric choice. I think that fabric is so busy. And I get it, the Soul Train Awards is like eclectic, eccentric. But I think there's a way better ways to do that than what she delivered. And I don't know who designed it. She looked like she could have got it from the City Trends. Girl, it looked a mess. And I'm sorry to say it because I love them. But it looked a hot mess. She looked crazy. And then Tisha wasn't much better, even though hers is more of a gown and it looks a little bit more flattering on her body. It's the same thing with the patterns and the fabrics that they chose. Hers was a little more calm, but it also was like sequin, and then it also had like some geometrical designs in the dress, but the actual fit of the dress looked good, but it was the colors, and then it was so long because she's already really short, so it just wasn't really giving anything for me. It gave nothing, and I think they played themselves. Like, as the host of the show, you set the tone, and if this is how we're setting the tone of the show is already off to a negative 100 points. So that, I think they started it off absolutely wrong, and it only got worse from there. I think I didn't really see many stars on the red carpet. I don't think a lot of stars attended, which I also think is terrible, because as a Black community, we have to do a better job of supporting shows and awards that are specifically for us. We will show up and show out for the VMAs, the Grammys, any other award shows. But when it comes to the Soul Train Awards, the BET Awards, the Hip Hop Awards, the presence is not there. No one puts in the effort, the budget for the red carpet. It's not there. And I think that that's disheartening, because these shows were designed and created to celebrate Black artists, because we know that they're under celebrated at these other platforms. And they're not going to give you the respect that you're going to get here. So I would like to encourage more artists to start attending these shows, because it's for us. Support it. And if you have feedback on how to make it better, tell the CEOs of these companies. I'm sure they would listen, because they're for us. But that's just me on my soapbox, and I'm gonna go ahead and get off of it. Back to these red carpet looks. The only other people who I feel like are worth really mentioning is the cast of Sisters. So the full cast of Sisters wasn't there, but 2 of the main female cast and 1 of the main male cast was there. And I will say the 2 female casts, KJ Smith and Crystal, really, honestly and truly, I was very underwhelmed by their red carpet looks. So starting with KJ. So KJ wore this 2-piece, like it was kind of like a sheer, but also had like some diamonds or crystals in it. fabric. The skirt was really long, which I think was the part that I didn't enjoy the most, because KJ is a very petite girl, and I think when you put a skirt like that on her, it kind of like swallows her shape. So she has a beautiful body, and I feel like there was a lot of the other ways that we could have insinuated her body without like being like too revealing. And I just think that that skirt kind of took away like a lot. It didn't really do much for her because of the length of it, and she's already a short girl, so you kind of just like, you know, swallowed her whole. And then the top piece of it had like an embellished shoulder on one side. It wasn't really, I get the, you know, the sheer trend that's been a thing for many years, and I get it and I understand it and I like it when it's done right. But this particular time, I feel like the outfit would have been, you know, Soul Train appropriate, but it just wasn't the best fit for her body type, I would say. I would have liked to see her in a skirt or a dress more so. Maybe with even that same fabric, but maybe so just in a dress. And, you know, just insinuating the areas of her body, maybe bringing her waist in a little bit. I think that would have been more flattering than the actual items that she chose to wear. Now, Crystal, I think I'm more so disappointed in Crystal because she is the fashion girl. She used to be Tyler Perry's stylist. She used to do costume design on a lot of shows, especially Tyler Perry shows. So when she hits the red carpet, I expect her to deliver because she knows. You know, she knows. And she didn't know with this outfit. I don't know what she knew. She didn't know at all. She wore a blazer dress with a sheer train. So the blazer dress had like some cutouts on the shoulders, and then it also had like long sleeves that had like the white kind of cuff. It just, ooh, I feel like it wasn't tailored well because the sleeves are so long, which sometimes is a trend, but you got to do it right. Like it looks really crunched up. And I feel like it could have been more tapered to her arms. I don't think the white cuff part was necessary. It could have just been a black sleeve. I don't think the train was necessary. The sheer train, we didn't need that. You didn't need to add that on. And then the thing that I don't like about it the most is the fact that you can see her bra. I think get the thing tailored to where you know, so where your chest can be open and out and you don't need the bra. Use bra tape, you know, boob tape. Crystal, what are we doing? You the stylist. You should know better. I don't know, but she always looks beautiful. Her hair was cute. Makeup looked good. I wasn't here for that dress, girl. I'm sorry. So you played yourself. And just like everybody else. So don't feel bad because everybody pretty much played themselves for the Soul Train Awards. I feel like we need to go to sleep, try this all over again tomorrow because nobody delivered a good look for the Soul Train Awards besides Ashanti, which was a little bit too good. So it was no real balance. Like, come on, y'all. We can do better than that. We as a people can do better than that. And I know we can. So now we're going to move on into the next segment of the show. So this week on What's Trending, we're going to talk about the Skims and Fendi collaboration that just recently dropped. So for those who don't know, Skims is a contemporary loungewear brand that was started by Kim Kardashian a few years back, and they really specialize in shapewear and underwear, undergarments, and more recently over the last few collections they've been adding loungewear into the brand as well. So biker shorts, bodysuits, even some cozy two-piece sets and things of that nature. Things that you really could see people walking around the house in. And I think during the pandemic, they thrived with that aesthetic because so many people were looking for non-pajama style clothes that they could wear around the house that are still kind of cute, so it makes you feel like you put on real clothes, but are really comfortable as well. So I know a lot of people really love, the Everyday Skims collection, and the quality of it is pretty good quality from what I've heard and from the reviews thus far. So the recent collaboration that they did with Fendi pretty much kind of just married the two together. So there's a total of about 125 items in the collaboration. They have biker shorts, bras, bodysuits, cord sets, jackets, dresses, you name it. The prices range from as low as like the low 100s, I believe, for like a bodysuit or some biker shorts, to about $4,000, which I believe is one of their dresses. And so my perspective on the collaboration, I don't know. I think it's okay. Like I'm not wooed by it. There's no specific pieces that really stood out to me in the way that they uniquely came together. Skims is known for giving you like flesh tone varieties, and they continue with that in the collaboration. For like specifically like for the leather dress, that is one of the higher priced items. It's about $4,200. It comes in about 8 different shades of like brown or skin tones, I would say, which I think is cool and unique, but I mean, nothing about it is really that nice that I would want to spend $4,000 on the dress. You know what I'm saying? Especially considering Skims is kind of looked at as affordable, which, that's very subjective based on the audience that you're talking to. But to collaborate together, which I understand, because Fendi is a real very top designer, so I understand there being expensive price points, but the dress to be $4,200 for what it is, I mean, it is leather, it's probably 100% genuine, so I get it, but I wouldn't buy it. Everything else is pretty much on par. I think the bodysuits with the Fendi embellished logos are cute. I do like those. And I think they're worth investing or purchasing, because I know the normal fabric that Skims uses is pretty good quality. So for a bodysuit, I think that's a good purchase for like $130. But the more expensive things like the knitwear and the leggings and the 2 pieces that are like $1,700, I don't see it. I don't see the need to invest in something like that. It doesn't look or give me, exclusive, or, it's just not giving like collaboration. Or normally when people do a collaboration, it's kind of like a limited time, and it's a once in a lifetime. So when years from now you pull this out, it's vintage, people are like, oh, this is back from 2021 when Skims and Fendi did that collab, those pieces were so lit. I don't think these pieces say that, and for the price point that they are, I think they could keep them. I do like the things that they continue to do that Skims does well, which is the basics, like the bodysuits and the biker shorts. And because they're at reasonable or somewhat reasonable price points, I do see, okay, those might be worth buying. But that leather dress for $4,200, it's just okay. It's not even like giving, you know what I'm saying? And it doesn't even have any of the Fendi prints on it or logos or anything, which we know logos is very trendy. Pretty much all designers are like logoing it down because everybody wants people to know that they're wearing this designer. The dress is a nice, elegant dress, and the cut of it is cute, but it's just not giving it. Okay, so next we're gonna get into the Ask the Expert segment of the show. So I put a poll up on my Instagram. If you're not following me, make sure you do. That's Bree_Quiche. And I asked if anybody had any style advice that they needed. So the first question that I got on my Instagram poll was, what are some fall/winter essentials? So my top 3 essentials for fall and winter kind of all coordinate with my outfit of the day. So the first one is brown. So whatever you do, get you some brown. Get you some brown tops, brown pants, brown shoes, brown hats, brown accessories. Brown is the color this fall, and it is going to continue to trend into the winter and even into the spring, into the next summer. Like, just get you some brown. And just remember that I told you to get you some brown. My second thing for your fall and winter essentials is leather. Like, I think we keep saying this over and over again every season, but leather is really one of those items that's like a statement, and it's not hard. Like, it's really simple. Some black leather pants can go so far. You can dress them up, you can dress them down. Like, there's so many varieties that you can do to them, and a good, nice leather pant can add some really good quality and elevate your style. Even if you just wear like a black bodysuit or a black top with some black pants and some black heels. Like, it's really simple, but it's really cute and it's very flattering. So you cannot go wrong with some leather pants, especially some black leather pants. And lastly, the third item that you definitely need for this fall and winter is some chunky boots. So I kind of talked about this a few weeks ago on the What's Trending with the Bottega tire boots, but those short chunky boots are really trending this season. I have been seeing so many people wear them, and you don't have to get the Bottegas. The Bottegas are very nice and they're very cute. But if you're on a lower budget, Steve Madden has some. They have a lot of cute chunky boots on Steve Madden right now that are a lot more reasonable. All of the fast fashion brands have them. You can find chunky boots everywhere. I think my favorite are probably the Bottegas, but Steve Madden has a really cute dupe of those green Bottega tire boots that everybody's been wearing. That's well under the price point of the Bottegas. So in conclusion, for the fall winter essentials, you want to get you some brown shoes, hats, pants, shirts, everything. 2, get you some leather pants, especially some black leather pants. And 3, get you some chunky boots. So the next question that I got in the poll is how to accentuate a waistline when you have a larger midsection. So there's a couple of things that I would suggest here in this case. So a lot of the times for curvier women, if you have a larger midsection, but your bottom half is not necessarily as balanced or as just as large. So if you don't have any hips or wide hips, or if you don't have big thighs, a key thing that you can do or want to stay away from doing, I should say, is wearing skinny jeans or skinny pants or tight leg pants. Those do not flatter the full figure. What you would like to do is wear pants that have like a straight leg or even more so a wide leg, so that way it adds a little bit more balance to the bottom half of your body. And then on top of that, to even bring it to accentuate the waist even more, add a belt to kind of tighten it and cinch in the waist. I know a lot of times as curvier women who have a larger midsection, we try to steer away from highlighting our midsections. And so normally women will wear larger tops that flow over the pants. But in reality, all that does is make your midsection look larger. You putting a belt on or tucking a shirt in is not going to make your stomach look any bigger than what it is. What it's going to do is to show off the full figure of what you have, instead of trying to cover it and make you look bigger than what you truly are. So my very first suggestion would be stop wearing skinny pants or skinny jeans. Get you some mom jeans or some straight leg pants, and those will be a lot more flattering for you. And the second thing is, like, when you're wearing two pieces and tops or dresses, try to get some that have like that ruching detail, because that does a really good job of camouflaging the midsection, especially if it's a dress. A dress with nice ruching can really camouflage where you have a little bit of pudge or a heavier or larger midsection. So try those out. Let me know how they work for you. And if you have any other questions, feel free to contact me on any of my social sites. So that's going to conclude today's episode. I want to thank you guys so much for tuning into another episode of Closet Conversations with me, Bree Quiche. If you're not, make sure you follow me on all social platforms at Bree Quiche. Thanks for tuning in.